guys, it's I, Sune, here and existing instead of DJ taking over because I hear that he's been wanting to be lazy again. But you have me for entertainment and that's all else you need. I've returned to open my tavern again. From Tavern Talk, that is what we're playing today. Or, I guess you could say playing, I'm working. But, it's fine. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn, or Starlight Sonata, 60th of the Wake. Ah, wakey wakey. Ah, someone new today. Hey, innkeeper. Hey, Chrissy, long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do, indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Or just interacting with someone who's omnipotent. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. Although I already know everything about you. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe. So I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, what are your wants and needs today? Just armor. Just pure armor. Alright, I can do that. Splash of this, splash of that. Splash of everything. Voila, it's done. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean art convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Nymphs? Nymphs. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. Yes, you're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now, now that we know that I'd be excited for how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly, and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Bori and Flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite that walk to their treehouse. You don't have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well, then so long and see you soon. Farewell, mortal. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Jargrian and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Jargrian, but I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky, constellation, and the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors echoes and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Ah, yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh, what is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Oh, how lovely. It does look a little bit like a Little Dipper. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper? Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called Big Dipper? In the sky? There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a bigger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Mm, the astral sea or the primordial sea? I'll go with the astral sea. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh well. Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think maybe a double jackdaw, are you? We'll see. Oh, we will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? Drink please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet. But, drinks, not sure how to make those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. I could use a reminder. I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Let me see my little infusions. It's been a minute. Do I need any of these extra things? Probably not. Oh yes, there's also new areas to check out and explore. Well, a big splash of this. A little bit of this. And a little bit of that. Voila. We have something quick for the needs. Ding. Here. Oh, thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you might also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just, idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Ooh, greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, Thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did. I did not. I did. Ha! I knew it! Your silly tricks won't work on me, mortal. You're calling me mortal? Ah. Well, you might be correct, you might be wrong. Or, well, I'm not certain you are mortal, but you have silly tricks nonetheless. I instantly spotted new alleyways that have informed themselves around your establishment. Perhaps I even got lost in them, in their winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No! Silly snack, I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Perhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. This wood isn't even running yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Be patient. Or maybe not. Who knows? Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. More of this. Oh dear, I've seen I'm making the wrong drink. There you go, little undo. Have a drink. You deserve it for today. It's supposed to be this. I clicked on the wrong bottle. The Southern Brother. Dang. Drinks the portal, indeed. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. This is perfect, innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the innkeeper's vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cave coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire and my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was a beautiful color, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I liked them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester! Dark armor of swirling shadow and bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Lemon crepes with the ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He's very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course. So he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in their house in the Nile. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please, don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight, reflected in primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how it will change this month. I hope to be more capable and sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way that I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also. Could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change it seems. You are hard to dislike. I think she still hates you. I think I'll go with this one. That is a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I can have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me. I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again, he said. What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? A polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think that now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling on the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they are part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but mortals. And you're causing me problems. Great, everything getting destroyed in the background. What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. I don't think that's a good thing. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. By picking up the pieces, the first of the astral moon. Oh dear, things are already going swimmingly well. When I say swimmingly well, in an awkward thing. How trivial. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. A new wine is signed every day. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt today. It's not much, but I should still surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. Ah, I have a new drink. Oh, there are many little rumors this time around. These seem like they're tied together. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh, a newcomer. Innkeeper? Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Let's focus on the present. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. I found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful, numbs your tongue. Ah, a new little ingredient for infusion. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say, mortal? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch, my feelings have been hurt. Oh, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old spark, appeal. Yes? You can be honest, you know. You're not my type. That's okay, neither are you. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. The petty mortals and their little bits of beef that they think they can have with me. So you want this as speed. Now what about my infusions? no one said I couldn't. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. No, that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. Unlike some people. What are you doing, Zenith, these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Saved Lanes. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They are just mind their own business, but sometimes they got to eat. But you know how it is. Sometimes something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job that I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be a part of the local fauna. And snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about someone resting Zoford from one of the local merchants decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered a rather calm area. It was, and still is. Sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars? If no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing about, more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here. And naturally, I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. Honestly, not too good. I'm doing very well, thank you. Oh, I bet you hate hearing about my successes, but I will always be successful no matter what I do. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. I can always fix it in a snap if I wanted to as well. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. Oh, what do you mean? The shooting stars? Ugh, shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. You want defenses, I see. Your drink is, please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. The money's right, of course. No, thank you. I don't run charity. For those in need, I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief, the offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, the shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I wouldn't worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Ugh. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems like you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alethea Onwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring just to those who would bring doom. Fancy seeing you here, Namby. Have you come to apologize yet? And with one of your firstborns? I see. Well, I think you should apologize soon, lest I tell DJ. Actually, not tell DJ, but command him to ban you from here forever. Welcome, Inari. Welcome to the tavern. I expect an apology soon, Nampy. If not, you'll never get to see DJ again. And I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you this. This was more than just your average asteroid shower. Well, Nappy, you know, DJ gets punished when his followers seem to not respect my being. I hear he might be in the second cell of the basement. So, the basement of basements, I believe it's called hell. Nothing. You don't need to know. I'm a benevolent deity. What did you expect? I'm just bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast, dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her. Take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, would. What would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's a theological term for it. Anyways, I know something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. A new row, a new little thing. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues, at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, they could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. That's not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help you fix your tavern. Free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. We get introduced to all our other characters. Alethea Anwar, Seraph. 25, she, her, cleric, the Aperture, the lawful good, the high priestess. Alethea is a righteous devotee to the dragon Cassiopeia, a fact that she makes everyone knows. She is very eager in her mission to save people and to protect the world from falling stars and the like. Kitten Jade Mahita, 32, she, her, bounty hunter, Saya Plains, got it good, the Emperor. How dramatic! Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said, and the little stars fell from the little sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all know work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they are working, I agree. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Huh, wishful thinking. I've known Jay for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Ah, a new patron. Hey, yo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern now. Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just their standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me, Yankee. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. How opposite. Greetings, traveler. At what? Hops. What did that even mean? I think it means, how's it going? Ah, cool. Wait, are those tats? Tattoos? Whoa, they look so cool. Thanks. These are my bones, actually. Double whoa. What's your name? Who are you? Tell me everything. Jade. You? Indigo. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name? Of course. So what do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't. Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. Hello, Andu. Interesting fellow we have out there, isn't it? More swiftness. No worms. Oops. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your taste. Oh wow, wasn't great. Amazing even. Where'd you learn this craft? The permanent vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who? Me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere, and all at once. But most of me from Avalon. Oh. An Avalonian native, born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think that it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft. Identity fraud? Oh, goody goody. With me. Because I could be someone else tomorrow. Another one. They all see through the game very quickly. I see. Changeling then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Inigo? This and that, you know. Zia seemed like a cool town. What a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mouse. I'm faster on foot. That way, I can map the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so. Is it that bad? If you ever leave this tavern and keep, the city looks like a broken mirror. Bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... boom. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ah. Me neither. That someone could be you. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The tree won't tumble just because some sauce fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Need to get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, that ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means, it isn't my problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Nico, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. This self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complex ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. And one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Open. They were nice. Too nice, you know. I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really care. Really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire, drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full of robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of the teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? No. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings, tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How'd you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zelford, about the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also Read that from tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened to Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea should bring void metaphors for a starless sky. And the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard from Inzoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connected all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's happened recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the Avengers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and we're just bragging about it. The guy stopped them too. Lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Indigo. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easy that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors too. To make quests, I get it. That sounds like a blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then, it's good we aren't all the same. Though, I could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool, I'm off. See if I can snatch off some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't eat any, Innkeep. Time to make a new quest. Interesting. So they don't have to be the exact same color to be actually a quest. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars, a beautiful yet disastrous star left zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands were destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower would leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of that calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fosia. So the classic cleaning and feeding. There you go, little Ambu. Alright, mortals, it's time for me to end for now. I've had enough of being on this plane for a little bit. But I guess DJ would say thank you to those who came by today. So I guess, mortals, thank you for coming. From Minari to the Despicable Nappy. And anyone else who came by. If you want to go see me again, or you want to see when DJ is set free, well, you're allowed to come by. Ah, and JJ as well. If you see on this thing called YouTube, and you want to see DJ live, feel free to come to Twitch, but for now, I bid you farewell, mortals.